Hey, this is Lance 20-Sided Night. We're picking up from where we left off with the incident on Absalom Station. One of our players, Tyler, won't be here today. And so we're just picking up. We have Blur's Gulp, which is played by Alex. We have Zach Longtail, the Yusaki, played by Dylan. We have Evan playing
Baylor Corbin.
Baylor Corbin. They're again fantasy names. And if everyone wants to go around the table and introduce a little bit about their character, race, class.
Sheeran, ace pilot, ex-Abador receptionist.
And dog owner.
Technomancer.
Dog owner.
I'm a newly dog owner. Forgot about that.
I'm still a Yorkie, if I'm saying that right.
Yusaki.
Sorry. Which is pretty much just like a mouse race of mice or whatever. My theme is ace pilot. I am a level 1 technomancer. And I haven't done anything, weird, like own a dog or anything, so.
Okay, and Evan, what are you playing?
I am playing a mystic priest to Avadar. I also do a lot of day trading.
Okay, and Tyler is playing the role of a ghost today. And who knows, by the end of today's session, we might see who of the two of our pilots is truly the ace. As we pick up from where we left off, you're all in front of the Fusion Queen. Each of you has been pat down and allowed entrance, and you're all here investigating, well, what brings you all to the Fusion Queen? As you enter in the neon colors of magentas and blues, there's a long sinewy sort of pattern across the floor that glitters like starlight. The room is flanked on all sides by gyrating dancers, long bars of various stimulants and alcohols and things like that to keep people's sweaty bodies moving into the night. People are meeting, people are talking. A short, fair-haired gnome male takes a quick glancing looks at Blur's as he enters, and so would pick up. Pick up, you animals! Come on, yeah!
I wave.
Okay. He waves you over and he sort of gestures for you to where he's sitting at the bar.
I wave him to come to us.
Okay. He has a couple words with the gentleman behind the counter, and he has two large steins of a dark liquid. One of them is just the head is still overflowing a bit. So sticks in, sort of gets on his hand, and he offers you a drink. Well, I've never seen a quite handsome being as yourself in all my travels. What brings you here? As he offers you one of his steins.
I guess you don't travel very much.
I've traveled from here to Eox several times, and far into Livaria, but still.
Really, I'm quite below average.
No, you do your shirt yourself too.
I'm told it every day.
Well, here, take your mind away from those troubles.
As he hands you a stein of what's presumably some sort of beer.
Ooh, space beer, and I drink some of it.
Okay, so he feels a little bit weird. Just called it space beer. Sort of as if today, if somebody handed me, I don't know, a ballpark Frank, I wouldn't say, "Ooh, an American hot dog." He stammers for a bit, and he backs away.
I hope you have a good night.
No, don't go. We're looking for the 21st crew. To stop them, of course.
I don't know nothing about any of that.
Oh, come on. You approached me.
Yeah, but I had no idea. You know what I did? I'd love to learn more about you. What is your name? Where do you come from?
Well, my name is Blur's Gulp, and I come from Eox.
Oh, Eox. Yes.
Wonderful.
I know many of your kind.
Enough about me. The 21st crew. There's some ruffians.
Yeah, I know as much. I keep my head out of trouble.
Well, what about some downside kings?
I'm gonna leave now. But you have yourself a nice night.
As he sort of like he moves his shoulders like to you, sort of like in a sort of dancing sort of motion. He does the same thing but in reverse. He's like, "You have yourself a nice night," and sort of moves backwards into the crowd.
I look at you two. I failed us. I couldn't get any information.
That's fine. I mean, it looked like he was trying to hook up with you anyway, and I don't know if you like guys or gals or other aliens.
Is this really the place we go to find about the 21st crew and the Dead Kings?
According from the data that we were all kind of looking up, it all kind of led to a couple of them kind of come here because they're probably just citizens that tend to crime because poverty or whatever. As Zach just kind of gestures his hands like it's just a continuous endless cycle, and then he just kind of goes to the nearest bartender, because I assume at a establishment like this, there isn't just one person behind the bar. I'm sure there's several.
Yeah, that's correct. There's there are 4 bars flanked by dancers on each side. So there's about throughout the room. It's a tall, even by elf standards, dark-skinned, so possibly a drow or some other dark-skinned elf male. He looks down at you. He sort of gestures over to a seat. Can I get for you? What can I get for you?
And then I just kind of say an orange teeny.
He looks at you. He looks sort of below the counter, and he starts mixing. He eventually hands it to you. He starts pouring liquid. He starts pouring liquid into a silver decanter. Screws it, starts shaking it up. After he lets it, he puts a little top thing on it. He pours it in, and he takes a little orange peel, and this also garnishes the rim of it as well. That'll be 6 credits.
I hand him 7 credits.
He looks and sort of gives you a thankful nod, and you gotta keep it open or closed.
Oh, like the order.
Your town.
I take a sip, kind of look around, and I just kind of say, for now closed. Shoot, where is he? And I try to make a suggestion like I'm looking for someone. Where? I'm sorry to bore you, good bartender, but this might be weird but have you seen any member of the 22 gang?
21.
21, and I.
Give me a sense motive check.
Sense motive, okay. Let's see, sense motive.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, it's there. 9.
Okay, cool. You just he leans down to you. We don't typically have those kinds around here. We try to keep this a safe establishment for all of our patrons. Hope you understand.
I do. How is it that you keep them out exactly?
Well, if anybody tries to, start a problem or is wearing a specific set of colors or has the markings of any sort of gang, we typically that's what we have the bouncers out front for. We keep them out, don't allow them in.
And then I go, oh right, oh wait, shoot, it wasn't the 27. I'm sorry, one of my clients is one of the members of the 21st gang, or I'm trying to think of the other game's name. What's that other game's name? As I take a sip. But the way I take sips, since I'm kind of bad, I kind of go like this, and then take a...
I love it.
And then it's like, what's the other...
I love it.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that we're doing with inspiration is Pathfinder or Starfinder doesn't have inspiration. I just use it because I liked it from 5th edition. But your inspiration doesn't carry over from the last session.
Okay.
So use them when you got them, kids. He again tells you, I don't want anything to do with this. Again, I'm just here to make sure that these people stay happy. I don't know anything about this.
And I'm sorry to trouble you.
He doesn't know where this is going. But he's sticking around and talking to you just because when you talk to him, you get more tips.
Yeah, and yeah, sorry that is it. My client told me to, meet him here, but But do you give me a shout if you see anyone like that?
I'm gonna let you know right now if I see anyone like that. I'm calling station security.
Good to know. Thank you. As I throw another 2 credits, and I too just kind of join in. So the dance floor itself, is it just filled with people? Like, is it just a floor of just people, or is there like dancers in the middle?
It looks fairly busy. There's dancers in, again, kind of dating myself, but do any of you remember the, like, go-go cages?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what those are.
Yeah, so there's basically those sort of things off, like on each, like, one corner of each bar has, like, one, and then there is a set of them, like, near in the middle and on the sides. They're 2 humans. One of them's an android, one of them's a large, gelatinous-bodied, almost slug creature. With that one, it has a lot of what seems like the wrong kind of people around it. It's getting its goo everywhere. They're picking it up. They're smelling it. They're rubbing it on themselves. They're getting real gross and rowdy over there. It's like, oh yeah,
So
spread that goo around and do it.
So instead of going to the into that mess, I try to find like what I could tell like are the youngest of the species, because I figured, hey, young kids probably hang with maybe slightly older kids like 21 or 22.
There's no like children here. This isn't like the bar. This isn't like the bar where you bring your kids to. This is kind of the one where, I got some kids I gotta forget about.
Well, I mean you.
I know what you mean. Where younger of drinking age go to sort of. They want to inure themselves to like
so try to hang
older,
on
more
to kids.
seasoned gang.
Yeah,
Exactly,
and
they're trying to become less boys and more men.
Can't believe you'd be pulling on my rat tail like this. How dare you?
Yeah, real piece of
And
shit.
I just do kind of go towards the closest of like.
Hello, fellow youth. Any crime that we're getting into today?
Hey, I'm not a cop, so that doesn't apply. I'm a psychologist.
Is that the first thing you tell them when you walk them? Hey, I'm not a cop. What
No.
kind of crime we're getting into today?
No, no, I'm not the first rookie cop that's.
I'm giving you a hard time.
Yeah, you're really yanking on my long tail there. Because that's my character's last name.
Give that fucking inspiration going back.
No!
I'm joking, you can keep it. But so you do see a few of them. They're like it looks like they're almost trying to be cool. 3 of them have a very similar leather jacket. 2 of them have a very deep part in their hair. They're wearing, one of them is an android, and on his fingers are what looks to be a golden colored material, like on his fingers. They're wearing very flashy jewelry, and they're doing a point to almost stand in a semicircle, talking loudly amongst themselves of accolades that aren't true. One of them says, I shot down 2 station security a while ago. They're a bunch of cowards. They're almost trying to seem like really tough guys to people around them, but they're not doing it. But even without having to make a sense motive check,
Yeah,
they're
I can
dorks.
tell.
They're all dorks.
Yeah. So they could be, but they're probably not. I just kind of end my turn by just kind of, walking towards them and not like walk up to them but kind of stand there like I'm mildly interested in what they're talking about while still going like.
Okay, we're gonna move initiative just
just to move.
yeah,
around.
just clockwise. So I'm gonna go to
Y'all have any
Baylor. What about-
better leads? Cause we're looking just for some information for our friend that was killed by some real rough boys.
Okay.
And so I'm just I figure when you're doing a hostile takeover, you don't sometimes you sort of go from the bottom, sort of work your way up, sort of.
Yeah.
Because somebody always knows something. So knowing not what I've noticed without sort of following it, what I've noticed the flashy kids trying to act cool and tough.
You do notice them. Also, give me a perception check, please.
20.
Actually, yeah, it was a critical.
You notice a few things. First thing you notice is when he was speaking with the bar patron.
Yeah.
For a while, he gave a sort of he reached under the table, won the bargain, and flipped on a light. It seems to change the colors from the blue hues to a deep maroon.
Was that one of the colors, one of the game colors of
of Downside Kings.
Yeah.
Give me a culture check for them, and
19.
we'll see.
So let's see. Culture, so 18.
18. It. Yeah, but in the same way how red is a color
Yeah.
for like the Bloods, but also
A lot.
that's like the University of Utah
Yeah.
colors. I don't see them banging too often.
Oh god.
So what kind of light was that? Was it like a little light under the bars or something, like a silent security system kind of looking thing, or?
That's what your information could have told you. You did also notice two more things that I'll go into. One of them was someone left into a back room. It looked like it was another employee there. He was he was an android male, bald, white circuitry across his face, and he quickly went into a back room across the way. He hasn't returned since. And you also do see an elf male sort of eyeing you and your group as you've entered. He seems to be sitting off by himself.
Would I have noticed him first thing, or would I've or did I only notice him like after?
You notice him only after, and you do notice him because he is alone by himself. He doesn't seem lonely as much as he has a section off for himself that is just his private area, basically.
Alright, alright, so I'm gonna, afterwards, I'm gonna talk to, that guy afterwards, but I'm gonna see if these rascals know anything, because, you know, if you're already talking a lot, maybe, you know, out of the mouth of babes and all that, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to those kids.
Alright, so one of them looks up at you. The crowd near them is getting a little bit bigger. First, there's, Zach, who goes over and is listening to them. Drinking his drink, and then you go over as well. How are you doing this? Are you trying to go stealthily, or what are you doing?
No, I'm trying to walk over because again I'm wearing my golden Abadar robes, so.
Okay, so one of the youths, let's say the android with the gold fingers,
Yeah.
he looks at you and gives you a sort of like he's clearly eyeing you up and down.
Yeah.
As he gestures to one of his companions.
Yeah, so I look at him like, you looking at me, boy?
What's there to look at, boy?
I turn him and I sort of get up in his face and I'm like, what do you know about the Downside Kings of the 21st? What's the 21st?
21st crew.
Yeah, what do you know about the Downside Kings of the 21st crew?
All I know is that they're all a bunch of bitches, and they look a little bit like you.
Oh, really? Well, I must be wearing my fucking mirror mask. Yeah, that's right, you fucking don't.
Hey, back me up here. Hey, get out of his face or I'll cut you, Holmes!
Oh, God.
It's clear he doesn't have anything to cut you with, but he does have one of his hands inside of his coat pocket.
What I do is I sort of hold my hand out towards it and, you know, use token spell to soil his jacket so it smells just like piss and shit. And I'll say, now the inside matches the outside.
Alright, so this, the smell goes across everybody's face, but the android's, his goes last as the sensors flare up. They begin to have a sort of a disgusted look on their
because
face
his jacket just visibly just is soiled and gross.
At their companion.
Yeah.
As they begin like, did you sit yourself, bro? And things like that. As they turn off, he's saying, no, I didn't, I swear I didn't. As they're leaving, he rushes back into the water closet, and he says, I'm gonna remember your face. Remember me. I'll remember your face. As he rushes back, in shame. The people who were around just incidentally, not really paying attention to them, but just around, they start to sort of, some of them look at the area because there is a commotion about. Some of them leave. As you do notice a tall, let's go a tall by Yosaki standards, male approach you.
Alright.
He's still on the far end of the bar, but you see he's making a very steady beeline toward you.
Alright.
At this, we're going to move on to Blur's Call. As you see two of your companions who are supposed to be playing it cool, just being a couple of New Jersey rascals.
Hey.
In here?
At least I'm a
Hey,
classy.
don't defend yourself, okay? It's not your turn yet.
I'm a classy one.
Alright, I'll give you that one. Okay, so you're not the guy poop, smell like poop. You notice that. You notice basically everything I've been saying so far. That's what you have to go on. Or is there anything else you were looking for?
After I shoot away that other guy, I think I would have just been surveying the people, seeing if I could find anything worth investigating aside from what you just said.
Okay. Aside from what I just investigated, you do see the room that that the man in the vest did wander off into. It looks like it was just past the sinewy halls between between one of the bars and a circle of tables. You see him go behind a doorway there. The doorway itself just reads storeroom.
Alright, well I think those two can handle any kind of ruffian, so try and sneak back there, unless I don't need to sneak. If it looks like I can just kind of walk back there.
Still give me a stealth check to see if, I don't know, you push somebody down, or if unconsciously you say, I'm gonna see what's in the storeroom.
A 7.
7.
I'm gonna see what's
Do you have any bonuses to stealth?
or a
I
spell.
already added it.
Okay.
No.
So as you do head back into the storeroom, you're stopped by somebody who is leaving the storeroom. Actually, he is again the same gentleman that left that you noticed. He'll stop you. Excuse me, this is employees only. I'll have to ask you to stay out here, but please enjoy the rest of your stay.
Okay.
That's all it really does. He sort of leaves. There's no real incident to have happen. You do see someone making a beeline to him, and you did notice just a shared glance between give a fantasy name, between Baylor and the elf in the corner.
Is anyone watching? Can I go in the storeroom?
You know what? His back is turned to you, and you seemed okay. So I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you go to open the door, it's not locked.
Yeah.
It's a large, again, storeroom. It's full of supplies for the bar, primarily, including bottles of hard alcohol, kegs of beer, boxes of food and recreational stimulants. One corner holds amplifiers, musical instruments, and other and costumes for the club's entertainers. Some of them look very similar to the dancers on the stages, and a single door stands on the north wall.
I'm gonna check out that north door wall.
Okay. As you go to try to open it, it's locked.
Ooh.
You
I
can't
have
give me an
nothing against
engineering.
Well,
You can't give me an engineering check to try.
Sure. 10.
10. You feel like you're not making too much headway on it. Nobody has caught you. Your knees are getting weak. Your palms are getting sweaty.
I'm not used to this. I need a ship, and I'm gonna try and leave.
Okay.
Unless I see any models of ships back here.
No, you don't see a starship or it's not just like a dock hanging out the side of Bar X, so what have you.
I'll just try and leave and catch up with these two.
Okay. Who do you try to catch up to? Well, we'll go to Zach for now. Zach, you did see everything that he saw, as well as another of your kind, a black-furred Yasaki approach your companion Baylor, and he's almost at him.
Wait, I thought it was like a tall guy beelining for him.
No,
Yasaki.
it was a tall Usaki.
Oh.
Yeah, tall by Yasaki stand. So about maybe half a foot taller than you, but I can come up.
And you did say I noticed him, right?
Yeah, you see him. He's not making any sort of any subtlety about what he's doing. He clearly looks like he is he's here on a path.
I more or less just kind of as I'm drinking my little martini, I do like to telepath my cantrip, which is like a telepathic messaging to Baylor, kind of saying, "What did you find anything?" As I go with my martini.
So with your spell, do I hear like your voice or I just hear a voice?
I think it's more like you just hear just like a computerized version of like a computer voice.
I sort of think back. No. Didn't find anything.
Okay.
And then I ready myself for the approach of this. I assume he's a little taller than me.
Yeah, he's taller than you. He looks bulkier. I think he's like more powerfully built. He has like strong fat to him. Not me, where he's just like fat.
Oh.
But like he has like muscle overlay with fat to him. He has that weird like pack of hot dogs neck going on the back of his neck. He's approaching you. He has he's dressed very very casually, but it looks like he's trying to do as such. He's wearing mostly dark clothes. And when he's like maybe like a couple feet away from you, he stares at you and sort of looks up. Hi. I don't do this a lot, but I'm Balin, and I was wondering if I was wondering how your night's going so far.
It's going.
Cool. So can I buy you to get my he looks over to another sort of group. One of them just sort of gives him this motion, just sort of. I was wondering if I could buy you a drink and we can talk. It's cool if you don't want to. It's fine. I'll go. I just my friends over there just wanted to. They just wanted to try. I'm sorry if I bothered you. Again, I'm sorry. I hope you have a good night.
No, it's okay. You seem like a nice guy. I'm sorry. I'm working right now, but you know what? You seem like a nice guy. But I'm sorry. I'm just not interested.
No, it's fine. I get it.
No, I'm sorry for troubling you at all.
No, it's I'm gonna go back there, but again, I hope you and your friend have a good night. He sort of he walks back a little bit slower as he looks up. One of the same time, sort of like, dude, come on, go for it. She like sort of gives him a look like, well, sort of thing. As you go back, and they sort of they huddle around and talk.
I don't know. I go back to that elf or whatever who, who sort of I saw that one elf who was sitting by himself.
Okay.
I go over and no, before I go and I don't know, when I saw him sitting at his table, did I notice him have a drink in front of him? Or that sweet 20?
He had a bottle that's in like a bucket of ice, and he's been and he does have a glass next to the bottle. It looks like it's been.
Did I notice what bottle it was?
You were able to see through the bottle. You just see like the neck of the bottle.
Okay, I was just wondering if I saw like part of the label or something or.
No, it's like if you've ever been to a hotel and like, well, I want a Fatty Arbuckle experience.
Okay, no, yeah, no, I just I guess I order myself the equivalent of whatever Guinness is on Absalom Station.
Okay, so yeah,
I go order it and then I go over and.
It's a very deep, rosy colored beverage.
All right.
It has a thick head to it.
All right.
Yeah, and it smells of almost cherry. It doesn't smell very strong, but it's the beer of an upper common man.
All right. I pay for my drink and
Deduct your credits. And I'm assuming you also go up to him, right?
yeah, and then I go up to him and then I sort of approach the table. I'm not going to be that crass. Sort of grab a beer, just go slide over the table. What's up, slugger? I go and I sort of I buy and sort of approach the table and.
Okay. He looks up at you. He looks back to the two of you as well. It seems like your friends know how to make a very subtle entrance. Please sit. As he gesticulates to a stool that is next to his that's next to his table.
All right,
It's like right next to it.
Yeah, I go and I sit down at the stool.
So you came to me for the reason, I'm assuming, unless you wanted simple conversation.
Well, that, but also I'm looking also for information. You seem like a man who has his fingers in many pies and knows many things. At a crowded club such as this, probably not any man could come and get a private booth such as yourself.
Oh, well, that is a flattering compliment, and I thank you for it. What information do you have? Some is free, some not so cheap.
I'm looking for justice, after that I tell him sort of about the attack that happened. My employer wants me to find, those responsible and bring them to justice. I'm looking for the location of the downside kings or any specific information of the kings or the level 21 crimes. I figure I could find them on level 21, but any more specific information.
Well, I know what you want, so what can you do for Vishyak, my friend,
Oh, Baylor Corva.
Baylor, hopefully it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
What do you have to trade?
What? I have some credits that I could offer for you. I also am a man of, not to boast, but I have some considerable skill that I could use to help you in many things. If you have someone who is unwell, I could heal them, or...
You are a healer?
I'm trained in the healing arts. As I sort of gesture to, my, sort of like the Abadar symbol on my cloak.
Show me. He outstretches his hand and he takes the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It has he holds it, and without wincing or really, well, he's wincing while he's doing it, but without howling out or anything.
Yeah.
He breaks the bottle, so it's like his glass in his bloody hand. And he looks up at you with this trembling hand covered in blood.
I
lied.
I look at
So I meant mentally healing.
Yeah.
I would have been
I look at him and say, well, that's one, this is the strangest, job interview I've ever had, and I sort of outstretch my hand as, sort of, not close my eyes, sort of shift my focus to the bar, to sort of Abadar and his, healing word, and I cast Mystic Cure on him, so, he gets healed 10 damage, so I don't think he did 10 bottle damage to himself, but...
10, my God.
As he does that, the glass falls out of his hand. He dips his hand into the bucket of ice, sort of rinse the blood, rinse the blood off. Basically, he's not digging for more blood.
Oh, as he goes to rinse his hand, I would say, no, allow me, and I use token spell to clean the blood off his hands.
Give me a sense motive check.
Critical fail.
Okay. Your services, I believe we can make a trade.
Right.
I have a job that I would like to be completed. I feel your healing services and a bit of travel would work now. I can grant information. You mentioned if I were to tell you the downside kings are closer than you expect, they are closer to you than you expect. Would that be helpful to you?
That would be helpful. Any more specific information on Abadar Station? It's a large place. Close is relative.
He sort of looks over to one of the doors off to the end of it, on the same door that you saw him enter and leave from.
Okay, so
he says again, closer than you expect. He sort of points to the door with his nose.
Okay. Say, all right. Thank you. So you have given me something I need now. Part of the bargain. What is something you want? A debt must be paid.
There is a creature that I would love for you to work your healing arts on. She is far from here in the Dysphoria.
Okay.
You and yours will travel to her and mend her sicknesses, and I will consider our debt paid.
Now you mentioned sickness. I can try, but my skills are more for wounds and other things like that. Certainly, Abadar's
Both
will
of
is
you
his
give
own.
me sense motive checks if you're paying attention to it.
I say Abadar's will is his own. And
Critical fail.
And if he wishes to give me those boons, he will, but that is not something I've quite mastered yet.
16.
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell the two of you what you see. Baylor's body is like in the way of your line of sight, so you know he's talking to somebody, but just blocked. You see a very desperate man speaking to Baylor. When the conversation started, he seemed very calm, but something happened. He then put his hand inside of a bottle, and his hand inside of a bucket, started bleeding. Baylor healed him, and he's speaking in desperation to him, but trying to keep his calm.
Would I have heard dysphoria?
How close were you to Baylor?
Half a distance.
So,
probably 30 feet. I probably would still be walking.
it's
around.
pretty loud in here. Again, you have like space techno, which is worse than regular techno.
My God.
Blaring, sweaty bodies, people talking, trying to shout over each other. Basically, it's I don't know. It's Bar X downtown on a Saturday at 11. You know, so it's kind of busy.
Okay.
That's Bar X downtown Salt Lake. Remember, Bar X. If you want to get shot down, Bar X downtown.
Oh man.
Okay. But you don't sense his desperation. But he did give you information, and he sort of he leans back and clears his throat. All I can do is ask if you try.
Alright, do you have, could you send me the contact information to find your friend in the Dysphoria?
I'm assuming you have business here. And he sort of he takes out his comm device.
Yeah.
And he's ready to link it to yours.
Alright, so hold mine out.
Yeah. Boop, and touch them together. Call me when your business is concluded. I would not want you to be held up with any of this business.
Of course. Abadar be with you, and I sort of get up and sort of give him a little curt head nod and chug my beer.
Okay.
Put it on the table and round up my boys and say, all right, we gotta leave. And when I find him, I said, we gotta
see a
leave.
sigh of relief go across his face as he's just sort of leaning forward now, and he's muttering something to himself. You don't know shit. Okay.
I finished the last of my orange teeny. Put the crystal like glass back. I do a nod, and I just kind of walk out without doing anything odd or weird or out of the ordinary. Just a regular mouse guy. Finished his drink, and now he's gonna go home and.
You were near, you were sort of near the large gelatinous creature, right?
No, I was
okay,
with.
but were you within were any of you within the line of sight to it?
Of those guys.
Were there other Sharons around it?
No,
there was one.
No, I went to a different.
I don't think I would be then.
There was one Sharon like that was in the slop pit. I want to say that was near it.
I don't think I would have been.
Okay.
I guess Sharons aren't attractive.
I was with him when he made the other guy poop himself.
Okay.
No, made his jacket smell like poop.
Okay.
Same diff.
Okay. Where do you all go?
I go where he sort of said through that supply closet, so I guess they're like,
God. You want us to go back there? I just checked it. The door's locked. There's no getting past it.
Okay.
I tried. It's a real good lock.
And I just kind of say, I guess I could get my paws on it.
Okay, but if all three of us go back there, I was stopped by one of the elite members of this establishment.
I'll
He told me,
bribe him.
employees only. I don't think he accepts bribes. He said employees only.
Listen, Abadar's blessing goes to all, and hopefully, through his blessing, as I say, as I sort of point to,
Money.
as I sort of pull out like a little cred stick, Abadar's blessing will win us the day.
So do you all go back there?
Yep.
Yeah, because, that's where the goal is.
Okay.
Let's act like we belong.
As you all decide to enter this room, when you first go to open the door, nobody really stops you. And then you see, that when you were in the room, there was a long door. It was an empty room. There was a table set up with just some chairs. It was basically pretty much an empty room. There are a couple. There are three 3 creatures sitting on the table. Each of them, we have 2 humans and 1 Shireen. They're sitting on the table. One of them was the one that looked at you, and as the door closes behind you, because I'm assuming you all went.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the door closes behind you, one of them says, "Hey fucker, I thought I told you not to come back here!" As he shouts out. Everybody roll for initiative. Blood Assault, you're up. One of them has their weapons one of them has a weapon at the ready, as the 2 of them begin to stand up.
What kind of weapon?
One looks like he just has a little knife to him.
Okay, so probably shouldn't just shoot them all if they only have knives.
And if you want, one of them has a knife, but then again, he looked at you crossways.
I don't think it'd be good just be pistols, just shooting everyone.
So use your magic.
My magic's better than a pistol.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll just shoot him.
I'm not letting me see what you're doing.
I tried to come up with another way, but then I could either burn them or electrify them, so pistol sounds more humane.
Jesus.
I already know what I'm doing.
Well, no, the gunshots might attract him.
The
No.
Shurin.
No, I've got offensive spell as well.
Male or female or host.
What's host? Looks real fertile.
I'm gonna ignore that one. Fire at someone else.
Okay.
I didn't write my attack bonus. Guns are dexterity?
Yes they are.
So that is gonna be 8. 8.
The state?
Yeah.
Yeah. It dodges behind one of the chairs as you go to pull out your pistol. It ducks down and below. Is that going to be the end of the return?
I think so. That's
Okay.
all I can do, right?
There are different actions in combat. For you, if you weren't going to move, you can take what's called a full attack. You can charge. You can try and coup de grace, but I don't think that will work. You just cut people.
Oh my god!
You can basically fight defensively, where you add to your armor class. Let's see here. Fighting defensively as a standard or full action, you can take a -4 to attack rolls, but get a +2 until the end of your next turn. There's a full attack, which basically you can make 2 attacks, but with a -4 penalty to each roll. And you can withdraw.
No, I'll just leave it like that.
Okay.
What kind of gun do you have?
Semi-auto pistol.
Oh, so we're shooting up the club already.
Yeah, but there's loud techno space music. Maybe they won't hear.
They'll think, oh, that's just like some weird remix. They just put gun sounds in there.
Yeah, it's like an old Kid Cudi song, if you remember that.
Oh my god.
That's right, I have youth references. It's not all Bette Midler. Okay, so it's going to be me. If you do want to just sort of look at what your weapons can do while I'm doing myself, one of them does have a laser pistol that he pulls out from under his the table behind him, and he takes aim at the one who just shot at them because you're the most threatening right
I mean, maybe.
What is your... Yeah, he hits you for 6 damage. As the sounds of laser fire scream out into the room. Can I move his dice back? Thank you. One of them rushes to tackle you, so it's going to make an attack against your maneuvers. And as he goes to tackle you, how does that miserable roll work? I'm going to give you, you can push him in a certain direction or sort of dodge.
Yeah, no, I got shot, so I just fall. I'm like, ah! And I fall down and he leaps over me, maybe.
Yeah, he leaps over you. He's not in an ideal place of where he wants to be as he goes to just full tackle you. And the other goes to with the host Shireen with its knife. It goes to sort of let 2 slashes out of the shield. One of them misses.
Oh, he's doing the...
Yeah, they both miss, and one of them misses one of the swings are very low, and you can go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you give me that dice.
Okay.
I got a 14 for punching.
Yeah, so you can just punch it right in the back of its head.
Just a D4.
Yes, and yeah.
This is my strength modifier is a -2, so I do 2 punching damage.
Okay. So you do 2 punching damage?
Yeah, just because
Okay,
strength
so
7, so just
yeah. As it
really
goes to slash at you, it slashes low, and you're able to get a rapid punch in. And we're going to go to Baylor's turn.
All right, so so the one that just tried to stab me, after I punched it, I put my hand out towards it, I use Mind Thrust on it.
So yeah.
It takes half of the damage then.
Okay.
So 7, so
We'll round up.
4.
Yeah.
So it takes 4 hurt mind damage.
Okay. It crinkles up into it, so from it's screaming out. It also lets out small psychic screams to you. You hear it. Being a fellow Shireen, you hear
Quite the pitch.
but only you hear that because Shireen stuff. And Zach, you see shots being fired, tackles being missed. Like one of them just starts screaming. I'm not sure if like the mind thrust looks like Professor X style Warbling, or if it's just a lady, or I'm sorry, just a host race Shireen just starts screaming in a room.
So the other two are like behind a table or something?
One of them's, yes, 2 of them are taking cover behind a table.
How far apart would you say they are?
They're about 5 feet apart.
Excellent.
There's like a 5-foot gap between them, I should say.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get to like the side so that they don't have cover, and then I'm gonna do overheat.
Okay, how does overheat work?
Overheat is a fire. It's a level 1 Technomancer fire spell that has a cone. It's a ray of 15 feet, and I assume my hitting would be my magic thing, which, if I recall, it's 10 plus my class level plus my modifier for being my.
It's 10 plus the spell level plus your ability modifier.
Oh, of the spell. Okay, so
Yeah, so let's roll that.
So for me, it would be 10, and the spell is 1, and then my modifier, because it's based on intelligence for the Technomancer, is 5.
Okay, so I have to beat a 16.
Yeah.
And so what sort of save is it?
Overheat.
Thanks, doll.
I think it's a dex save because it's a ray
Okay,
of
so
like heat.
yeah, he does. Neither of them
Pass.
succeed. Yeah.
Okay, so now they take just 2d8 fire damage. And
Okay.
I don't add anything, it's just
Correct.
whatever is rolled. Ow, shit. They take 3 so at
Hey, you
first,
tried. That's all that matters. Okay.
so more or less, Zach just kind of, just slides to the left,
Okay.
points his finger, focus his, Arcana space magic with his little tiny bat finger, thinking of fiery glory. What feels like it's gonna be big, just turns to a small little laser that just goes through fire that goes through and like ah, and they're like ow.
Okay. And is that the beginning of your turn?
I think that's right because I moved.
Yeah, you moved. You the tax rate out of it. Blur's Gulp.
As Zach uses his overheat, Blur's Gulp is going to rush up to the guy that shot him and attempt to jolting surge him.
Oh,
What happens?
What's that?
What has to happen?
It's a touch spell. I make a melee touch attack.
Okay.
So
With
you-
strength.
so yeah.
It's melee spell attack. So, what's your spell modifier? Is it
So-
wisdom for you.
No,
so-
intelligence because he's a Technomancer.
He's a Technomancer too?
Yeah.
I thought it was Mystic.
Nope.
Oh.
2
Alright.
Technomancers.
Well, that's
We're both Technomancers and Ace
so
Pilots.
that's gonna be 8 versus EAC.
Cool. That does not succeed.
Okay.
Alright. So as you go to you have like weird uncle hands as you're like channeling
My
it.
Little Pony.
It turns to you and just starts blasting at you. Yeah, it tries to shoot
Oh
you.
no, you're gonna be a dead bug.
It shoots you. It tries to shoot at you twice. And both of them. No, one of them hits. One of them hits you for 4 fire damage as a laser bolt hits you in the chest. As another one, the host Shireen, it's sort of staying back. It's like backed up against the wall, still reeling from the mind thrust. It sort of backs over to that far corner where you all came from. And the other that tackled you but missed, it's going to start shooting at you. Baylor. Okay, so one of them hits for 4 damage. The other hits for 4 damage, so a total of 8 damage as it's firing at you. The host shooting, everybody give me a perception check. Whoever would be paying attention to it.
Yeah, I do focus on my failed being like, oh, damn it.
11.
11. So you see it slip out the door. It's not screaming, but it is like, I don't want any part of this, as it just sort of leaves.
And I figure there's people like shooting at me, so I figure I don't want to just run and chase some random guy and get shot at, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Excuse me, it's an it. How dare you assume it's gender?
God. Not even this round.
Alright, so it is actually it's your turn.
Alright, so the guy who's shooting the laser at a confirmed Blur's call, I'll use telekinetic projectile and assume in this storeroom there's like lots of cans and other stuff. Just
there's like kegs of beer, bottles of liquor.
I'll sort of sort of point at, one of the bottles. They're sort of just on the wall, whatever, and I'll use sort of point at and then fling at that guy. I'm gonna range spell attack.
Okay.
A good old
Inspiration.
Actually, we're doing something unique and new. There you go.
Oh boy, so 23, does that hit?
Yeah, 22 is gonna hit. You hit it. It doesn't know what you're doing. You just see some some pointing going on.
And it takes let's see, try to see if I just add something. Let's see. No, I deal 4 damage.
Okay,
To
so
as the bottle
you
just-
flatten this thing. Oh, so it's like a bottle?
Well, just because basically you pick up something and you just sort of throw it.
Okay.
It has to have 10 pounds or
like
No,
10 bulk or less?
at less than 5 pounds. So I figure just a regular bottle just.
Yeah, so you hit this thing with the vial and it immediately just goes down. A smatter of blood is on the bottle. The bottle was crashing against the wall. It's on the floor. He's twitching a little bit. He's twitching and he's on the sort of,
All right. And so there's only one left, right?
Yeah, there's only one left. And he's like leaning backwards into that northern door that's behind him.
I want to take a free action trying to get him to stand down.
Okay.
So I'm going to point to him kind of like I pointed, obviously, not magic, I point at him with all the sort of authority I can sort of muster and say, stand down, you've seen the fate of your friends. They've either given into cowardice or, been felled by us. Submit. Does it make a charisma?
Intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation.
I just point my finger that I
So
use.
22.
It's 22. He drops down his weapon.
All right. I sort of go and I sort of collect the laser. Sort of go when I disarm the.
That would be the end of your turn making that
sorry.
thing, so it's going to go to Zach.
I kind of get the idea that we want to disarm them, so I just kind of, with my little finger that's still kind of smoking from my little fire demonstration, pick up the weapons, and then just kind of head towards the door that
He was gonna go out.
Okay, so he does slink over to the side of the wall as sort of trying to skirt against you. Once he is out of here, we'll just you go through the door, right?
Well, he said that there was a door that was locked or
So
something.
yeah, there's a northern door. It's still locked. You can give me an engineering check to do that, and I'll give you action for your turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. 17 plus 8, so that's 20, math, 25.
Okay, so you're able to unlock it. It was a difficult lock.
It was?
Yeah, it was, but you were able to dismantle the locking mechanism
No tiny
and sort of
fingers.
pull it open. Yeah, you got some tiny little rat fingers. They're real nimble, and it's going to go to Blur's belt. As you do unlock the door, you're able to open. Well, as
What
Zach
kind
unlocks
of
the door, it was like a magnetic padlock.
Oh,
like
so
a-
like buttons or?
No, it was like a lock, like one of those combination locks.
Oh, so I get to go
Yeah, you get to like typical like safe crack style, but it was like one of and like the mechanism that adhered to the wall. It was a heavy magnet.
Oh.
Once you disabled that, that was like the mechanism. Once you disabled that, it was able to fall loose. And as you open it up, Blur's Gulp. It is your turn.
I rush over to Paylord. Help! Help! I've been shot twice. I have 1 health left. Please do something.
Now, do you say you have 1
health left?
Is that how Blur's Gulp counts as going on in his life?
Are you making footballs?
Yeah, we worship scorekeeper now.
Oh god, the dimension.
If you have any kindness in your heart, quit harassing me and help me.
Alright, I don't know, are we out of initiative or what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, until you guys walk through this door, we'll say
yeah, so I use one of my resolve points to use as a full action to heal all allies from the 30 feet radius, so 2d8 healing, so loop and loop. We're all healed for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
So,
and is that like a collective pool everybody
Yeah.
drop from, or is that
no, everyone just.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's like like a
Back to
Like a
11.
Oh boy.
I didn't get hit, but I feel the nice feel like ooh.
What are resolve points?
Resolve points are a finite resource that everybody gets depending on their character level, and it's where you can do things like mystic healing, or if you drop to 0 hit points, you can take resolve points to heal yourself. Some class abilities.
But also just be careful, because if you go down and you don't have any resolve points, you don't just take a hurt nap and sort of wait for me to bring you back. You just die. So you have 0 resolve points.
So you can either give yourself like a second wind. You can use it to like take like some of your classes have like abilities that can use those things like that. I'd recommend looking to see what your technical thing can give you. And does everybody do you open the door?
Well, before we open it, we collect the guns or whatever from.
Each of you has enough time to make 1 action, I'll say. Your action was to heal.
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh.
And I wanted to question this guy first, but yeah, I guess open the door.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, like I took the time to he had the
There's
magnet.
a reason if I'm not being a dick.
Okay.
Of the Mad Me drop, and I kind of figured we can't just stay here.
Yeah, like, that's also one of these, like, you guys just shot up some people, and it's like, well, I'm gonna take an 8-hour rest now in this room where I murdered some guys. Well, a guy.
Well, Zach just kind of has like flashbacks of his life.
Excuse me, that was self-defense?
Yeah, anywhere I go, like, I'm breaking out, and if I start killing them, it's self-defense. You're standing your ground, and your ground just happens to be as far as your eyes can see.
Yep. But no, Zach just kind of had flashbacks of like stuff like this going down all the time in his neighborhood, and like being part of it, knowing that someone's going to hear.
Ooh, you were a bad kid growing up.
No.
So Zach's having non-flashbacks.
No. That's my cheese. No, that's my
the
cheese.
helicopter leaves him behind. Why?
Oh, the space helicopter.
Naked blue guy. Alright, so what does the Blur's Gulp do? There is 1 action you can take.
Can I try and bind the prisoner?
Yeah.
Oh God! Now it's
He's putting up a bit of a struggle. He's trying to escape and flee. You want to do a strength-on-strength check?
I click him with my most alien tongue.
Stop him. You know what? Yeah. Don't forget what I rolled. As he does try to escape, you lick him. He's defenseless in a room with like 3 big strong guys.
Whoa.
And
we're all actually pretty weak.
I'm a woman.
Okay, he's defenseless in a room with 3 murderers. Maybe if I don't. Again, you walked in here and killed 2 guys.
I killed nobody.
When you walked in here, they pulled out a knife.
Listen, you can all say that you're whatever. You walked into somebody's place of business and you started opening fire. You literally fire. You started opening fire, okay?
But I didn't kill anyone.
Again, somebody died because of your actions here today.
Yeah.
But
how much experience were they worth?
Yeah, there's like experience voices come from them, like as they die, like
200 XP each. We'll say you guys won the encounter, so 600 experience.
Woo!
What
heroes!
Yeah. Each of you get 600 XP. You successfully tie him down after he just stops.
Wait, each of us 600 each, or 600 total?
Each of you get 600 experience points.
Okay.
tell him in Goblin to stay there.
Oh god.
He doesn't understand you. He gives you a look of just fear and confusion as he does.
I don't know what that means. It just means what it means.
And what do you all decide to? And so, do any of you decide to open the door?
Well, I do. I was the one like touching it, so kind of makes sense.
Coolsies. So as you go to open the door, give me a reflex saving throw.
Ah shit.
Yeah, we're still playing. The game isn't over.
It's not? Oh shit. What kind of roll?
Reflex.
Yeah, reflex save.
A reflex. Okay.
Yeah.
And is this called reflex, right?
Yeah, it's the RAF on your character
Go on,
sheet.
it's right here. Save on your saving throws.
Oh,
Yeah,
reflex.
it's right there.
I was looking at skills. My bad. Sorry guys. 19 plus 4, so 23.
Okay. Yeah, with 23, you're able to dodge out of the laser bolts in time. As everybody, reroll for initiative.
9.
What did I get?
Yeah, it's a 9 on the die.
Oh, 9. So that's 13 for me.
Okay.
9.
Do you two want to decide who goes first or roll off?
You can go first.
Yeah. See, by working together, we can accomplish a lot.
He says you got 13?
Yes, I did.
Alright, so and 2 more laser bolts come streaking out at you as you see a large Vesk in a sort of red and blue armor. It's a full set. He has a green face. It's very flat, like crocodile-like features, and it's like a forest green scales. He has very strong jaw and a flat head to him.
Okay.
He fires at you twice of this large black and red laser. But one of them does miss fire, and so it blasts the wall against you. And the other, that is going to, I want to say hit.
I rather you didn't.
Yeah, but
Nah, just let it slide, Lance. Come on, be cool. Come on, guys.
You know, I'm fine. I'll be cool.
Yeah!
I'll let it slide. It wasn't a hit, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah!
As another one guy here fires at you.
I used all my cool points too soon.
It does fire at you and hits you for 4 damage.
So I was like, ah, hoo, hoo, ah.
Sort of, yeah. You're done. However you want to do it. Yes.
How much damage?
4.
Ow.
Well, to get taken from your stamina first.
Oh.
Yeah, you still go up your stamina
Oh,
damage.
before.
And
Okay.
Good to know.
And so you do see 2. One of them is a dark-haired woman. She has a scar across her face. She has very short hair. She's ducking behind a table. She has a pistol. She has a laser pistol at the ready. The other is that same vest that I mentioned, and he is. It looks like he's on the far wall, shooting at you from the side. It is going to go to Zach's turn now.
So in the doorway, is there like anything? Well, wait, that laser. So, is there anything like metal or something that a laser wouldn't go through? Or like cover?
There's a table that she's hiding behind, and remember, you're in a doorway. So basically, say you're here,
Yeah.
and so there's say a table like that. Well, that's even better. See the counter right there?
Yeah.
So she would be about twice the distance there, but
Yeah.
she's behind the counter. Say this is a doorway
Yeah.
that you're able to hide behind, and then you just saw 2 laser bolts come from that direction.
Oh, but the laser. So they weren't like on the stairs. They were just.
No, there's no
shooting
stairs.
them.
It's one of them is straight at you, another is at the side.
Okay. So since I'm already at the doorway, I'm and it is a way kind of shenanigans. I'm going to do another overheat, and it's 16 for you to.
She succeeds. As your blast of heat goes beaming across, it ducks under the table again, and it slams into the table. You see your overheat char a blackened spot on the table as it sizzles up a bit.
I then take my moving action to, get out of the range of fire and go as far as I can to get to some cover.
So you can just duck behind the doorway, because again it was like a doorway, and
Yeah.
like you just duck behind the wall of the doorway if you want.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to use miniatures for this encounter?
Yeah.
Would be Blurstall.
I'm gonna kick kick the table over and hide behind it and just hide because I suck.
Cool, that's going to give you regular cover, so it adds a +4 to your AC bonus.
I'd like to try and get total cover as I hide
More
totally behind the table if possible.
like what? More into the
Because again,
table.
I'm awful at everything.
You got 4 arms. You're pretty
No.
cool.
I got 2 to my attack bonus.
Okay, so you can use 2 to hold the table, and then the other
Like
to
you have
cover.
another race.
Okay,
Oh.
we'll give you total cover. Total cover blocks line of effect. Enemies can attack creatures with total cover, so they can attack you.
Yeah.
As you're hiding behind.
And I go, to you. I almost died last time, so I'm hiding.
Okay. Was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'll wait for them to come through the murder hole.
I love it. So now it goes. Baylor.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to go rush over to here. And do I see any like bits of just like stuff on the ground or anything, or?
You see those 2 small things are chairs. The small things that are, God, like froze in the car.
Oh no, light froze.
Like the button part
Oh
of it.
god, you can freeze light.
I can't get the cool shit.
What's
That
that, chair?
and that are chairs.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing where I sort of pick that chair up and then throw it at that chick. So inspiration.
Alright.
So 11, 16 good enough to hit.
16. As you lift up this chair with your supernatural force and go to fling it at this this lady who dared to oppose you, she goes to duck again behind the table. You said it was a 16,
Yeah.
but she's not quite quick enough as the chair goes careening to her
And
face.
she takes
All the damage.
4 damage.
Okay, so you hear a loud thud as she falls back and another large slam as the back of her head hits it. Like, have you ever seen a baby fall down? Like, its back is that thing that goes, well, bam, real hard.
No, I think
It basically does that.
Like a WWF takedown where just like, BAM!
I'm not saying you hear the word universal beatdown, but maybe
In your head.
as she slams against the floor.
Okay.
You hear a, ah! And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, so now we go over to me. Okay, you feel, you don't feel, maybe you do. A loud laser shot fires up across the fires across. It's going to go against your regular AC, and nothing really hits it. It just sort of buffets this over here. If you want to erase and draw where your table would have been, or this will just serve as the chair. This D6 right there.
Okay.
What?
Nobody's ever been able to erase that except with an eraser, and you did it with your hands.
Dude, I have alcohol almost always in me.
What the heck?
I mean, I'm real flammable. I don't have a problem. Anyway, so yeah.
Focus.
The sort of pattern against the wall there. He comes out. Give me a strength save.
Oh boy, I'm gonna fail this one. 11.
Yeah, as he pulls you this way, and he's holding
No,
you. And he has you grappled and held. Now another blast comes out. It's gonna hit. As you are hit for 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
As you're sort of blasted.
Who just stabbed me, or? Okay.
She shot at you again. She got up and shot at you again. That'll be the table. Or the chair. Okay. And so you would on your turn you would have to break free of his clutches, but it will be Zach's turn.
Since when she's firing, is he like standing up, like not taking as much cover?
She is behind cover right now.
How like focused is he on like doing the shootings?
She has partial cover.
No, I mean like how focused
I'm
is
not
she?
going to tell you the numbers if that's what you're fishing for.
No, I mean like
She's been looking around. She's not like well, give me. It would be a bonus action for you to do a perception check.
A bonus action?
Or I'm sorry, it would be, it'd be a bonus action if you do a perception check.
I'm gonna do that then. Nope.
You didn't notice anything. You have 1 point of inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah, let's use that. Here you go, God. Here's your inspiration. What'd you say? Oh, just
Perception.
Perception.
Yep.
And that's still just what it is. 12.
You're not sure. You think she may be paying. Well, whatever you think she would be doing, that is what you would think. You don't have any sort of extra inspiration or knowledge.
So, well, in covering myself, I'm.
You can fight defensively.
Oh
if you
yeah.
want to.
So, I'm gonna try to move silently, like here, while making like moving defensively.
All right, give me a stealth check. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
I need to change my die.
So you were moving, so be where you would be.
Like here to take cover on this side of the table.
Okay.
So now it's a weird like World War I type of style war, and I try to shoot at
Still
it.
in the future, you're not fighting the Kaiser. Oh God, are we fighting the Kaiser? So it is. So it's still.
Space.
It's still your turn, so you can. Because stealth check would be enough. You can still do stuff.
Yeah, actually, instead, I'm just gonna try to do the old. I'm just gonna shoot it with a gun.
Okay.
And since I was doing the whole defensive thing, it's a -4
Yeah, it's -4, but you get +2 to your armor class.
for.
And that lasts until your next turn.
Okay, and then let's see. So, yep, and I can use my dex. Yeah, just I miss.
So yeah, so like you two, like you're shooting over the table down at her. She's ducking. She's like there's like there's like a little there's space for your legs in most tables. It's not just like you hitting like a wood wall. She's sort of ducking behind there. She's gonna take a couple of Blair's Gulp. It is your turn.
I would like to roll this table over here and use it as mobile cover. Is that possible?
One way to think outside of the box, and two, it's not rolly, but it's light enough for you to lift and carry. Being able to move, let's say, -5 from your movement.
Okay, so it's not a round table?
Oh, it's a round table. I just thought
How people normally roll tables because it's too heavy.
I just picked them up, but yeah.
How do you move tables?
Dude, yeah, it is. You gotta do everything the hardest way, okay?
So could I get it over here, like
yeah,
cover?
yeah, you can use your full movement then.
So I'll roll it over there. Would that just be movement only, or would I still be able to?
That would just be your movement if you want to put the table where it'd be.
All right.
Which way is the table facing? Like
it would be facing against her, so that I can line up with him and help you.
I love it.
And how clear of a shot do I have against the guy?
Against Big Blizzard.
If you miss, you might hit him. Like he's using him as like a human shield.
Well, I don't trust my aim at all, so.
Like if you miss in a big way. Like,
Yeah, I got +2 to my attack, and I have awful luck. But I do have inspiration, so I may as well try and shoot.
You got
Oh
this.
boy.
I say, don't worry, stay still, as my guns.
The big Basky starts to look like, I know you're not.
Oh yeah, bam, 20.
Inspiration.
Alright, well, what's the total? 11?
11.
Okay, so that shot's not going to hit
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna redo it.
Okay.
Oh, come on, baby.
Don't worry,
You
it'll
know?
still be below a 10, cause me.
I love
Same
it.
roll.
So the good news is you don't hit your presumed friend Baylor. The shots go wild. They fly off to the side. You overcompensated for your aim, and it will move to Baylor. You're held by this big musky Vesk. He's holding you
Godzilla
close.
creature.
His arms are very powerful and warm.
Hold on to
so would I be able to do any sort of spells, or just spells not an option right now?
Your spells would be, let's say they are an option, but they will be at a disadvantage. We'll say because you've been held.
Yeah.
Like, are any of your spells, like, do you have to do like a whole ooh?
I don't know. It doesn't say things in the book. Does it say
We'll say disadvantages for now.
All right. How would you want to work if I use Mind Thrust? Because it's more of a thing where even if it misses, it still deals some damage. How do you like? if he rolls below?
I'll just roll normally, and I'll have a different.
Alright, I'm gonna use that so he has to make a wisdom saving throw. I think 15.
Yeah, he doesn't. In his mind, you know he's thinking too much about. Oh God, I hope to die. I hope to die. I hope to die.
He takes 9 psychic damage.
Coolsies. So
Mind crush.
So he stays resolute as far as like he's not passing over and dying, but he does like let out a loud.
Alright,
My bones.
alright, that was my action, so I probably can't,
Oh, the standard action. Bonus action.
I want to see if I can wiggle my way out, like kind of, you know,
We'll say that's your move action.
while
Yeah.
I'm psychically kicking him in the dick. I want to see if I can sort of,
We'll say that's a movement action.
And 20.
9.
2. Hey.
Dude, what's up with third party? What the hell?
God is angry at us.
No. It's sick. You got it this way. But he is a fairly strong creature. I'm just looking at his his strength to his modifiers for it. You said a 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is able to break free, just barely.
Alright, so I sort of break free and,
You wriggle out of his grip.
yeah, I sort of wriggle out and then,
Okay, so he's right ahead of you. I say and point at him.
Oh, Genesis!
bigger guy.
He has his laser pistol and his laser rifle in one arm, and with the other, he like picks up his hammer and he swings it upward at you.
Ah, shit. 1.
2, 12, 20.
You're jealous now, aren't you, Sir Party?
I think we're all
Oh
dead.
boy, I guess you're gonna want Baylor get his skull crushed then.
Oh, it's not bad. 3. Oh, it's
Well, 3, 6.
it's about the same. 6.
Oh, Jesus. Well, guys, good game. Board wipe.
First level characters.
Okay. So yeah, that would be 10. That'd be 16 damage.
Boy.
Okay.
I don't
You're
know
also
if I'm dead, but
You're also well. Do you have any resolve points left?
I have 5.
You have 5 resolve points.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I'm real cool.
You're knocked 10 feet. 5, 10.
No!
Give me a reflex save.
No!
Catch him. You catch him in your arms.
16.
So you're able to move like out of the way in time, but you do see Baylor get hit with the hammer and is flying to the other, just flying far away, blocking the exit to where it would be.
I'm gonna use a resolve point so I don't just die right now.
He repicks up his he lets his move here, and he has his hammer again. As he is
Son of a bitch!
don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. Now you do it.
Well, I'm dead. Hang on. 5, 11.
Alright, so 11, so 21.
Yeah.
So as he launches upward, well, no, this time he's just like wailing on you down with his
Yeah,
hammer.
I'm super dead.
If you go below 0,
Okay.
you can use a resolve point to stop yourself from dying. You would be at 0 health points, but you'd be unconscious but alive.
All right. I guess we'll go with that. Let's do it. It's live. I'm kind of a dead rat at this point, but I'm still breathing somehow by some mercy.
She's gonna come across here.
Do I get partial cover?
Because you have the table.
She moved her around your cover, but you can't sort of.
No.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
You would have partial cover. Okay, good.
She's like, ooh.
As she is shooting at you with her with her little rifle. Well, not with her rifle, with her pistol. Yeah. First one misses. Second one hits. For 6 damage.
Well, good luck, guys.
The stamina goes first.
Yes.
Oh man, I guess a total party kill because one person didn't show up.
It is your turn.
Jeez.
Have I noticed if this guy looks particularly dexterous?
Uh-oh.
Because my spell save is pretty low.
Not really. He seems more like he doesn't really have to dodge because he can sort of
And he's squashing a rat right now.
Okay.
So I
So
mean,
spells is 10 plus spell level plus modifier.
Yes.
so your modifier would be intelligence.
Yeah.
So you would be
my
12.
spell is 12. Well, that's better than my guns have been doing, so I'll try and use overheat. My last
boy, it's
overheat.
everybody's favorite spell. He fucked it up.
Yeah. Roll 2 of them d8s, boy. Roll.
And I'll go here, and hopefully I can angle the table as well to hide from her.
The way you angled it the first time, it was well enough.
Okay, well, so 2d8 fire. Ah!
Okay, 1.
I like how it stuck to your hand for a second.
7. Nice.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
he doesn't look like he's too happy about what's going on right now. He turns his attention away.
He got burned. Well, good luck, guys.
Even if you do anything while you're...
I mean, I used a resolve point to stabilize, so I don't know if I'm...
Yeah.
Look it up.
Same deal.
Can I use a resolve to make another attack?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep blasting
Because
him.
if I take a hit, I'll probably die.
I think we're all dead.
I'm glad Incident on Absalom Station went well for you all.
Man, a scout. Man. Oh no, that one guy's kid's not gonna get killed down.
Alright, well,
Hey, you weren't there. You didn't know nothing.
I have no more magics.
Oh, no, that's-
so semi-auto pistol against...
Godzilla.
What properties does a semi-auto pistol have?
yes, what'd you call it?
Vest.
A vest.
Yeah.
Semi-auto against the vest. Oh, it's just a analog
Okay.
1d6 piercing projectile.
But you get
I
that.
always take it if it had something else, but okay.
Nah, it's the base because you get
It's your PSL of...
8.
No.
You're like,
Right.
ah, Godzilla.
You shoot him, the bullets, like one of them, it does sort of ricochet off his armor.
I'm trembling.
And it hits me. Flah!
No, I'm just not dead.
Yeah, neither am I. Party one.
At first, lay down your weapons.
Die together.
Oh god.
Four,
Yes, that exceeds
yeah.
anything I have. Can I survive the damage?
Well, let's see, it was two damage. So do you survive?
Somehow.
Ah. And another hit. Oh, thank god.
That one misses from his other hammer. You little bastard. And she's gonna fire at you. That one's nothing. That one does hit for another 6 damage.
Block.
Are you down? Okay. I guess if you're just gonna keep just juicing it, go for it.
Yeah.
You
All
might
right.
win the day. Who knows?
You can do this.
Okay, very subpar character. What can I do?
You can do
there's
this.
multiple
I can't
actions you can take.
overpower him. I can't outshoot him.
Run.
There's multiple actions you can take. You can take an attack. You can activate an item. There's an attack that you can make. Casting a spell, obviously, combat maneuvers. If you have any sand, good old pocket sand.
So hard. There's no set for mine.
You can feint and fight defensively. You can take a total defense. You can crawl. Let's see here.
None of this helps.
You can do a full attack, which is attacking twice. What do you think would be good?
Full attack, you take a penalty to your attack, though, right?
Yes.
Attack's already pretty crap.
You know what? Since you're the last one standing,
No special things. Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Here
just
we
try
go.
and shoot him again.
You got this, baby.
And I'll screech a war cry in Goblin.
Inspiration.
so you can attack twice. Remember that.
With a penalty.
Yeah, -4. So did you want to?
No, I don't want to. I'm using inspiration for that. 'Cause then that makes it's already bad enough. It's my normal attack. So that's an 18.
18.
Yeah.
So okay. What's the damage?
Does it hit?
What's the damage?
5.
5. Unless there's bonuses to pistol damage.
Oh shit!
He falls over dead.
Oh no, not stopped by her though.
He had 4 more health. He had 4 health left.
Turn the table.
10, 15, 20.
Don't use my boy as a shield.
Okay.
Quick, use your cantrips.
So she's gonna do two
I have
things.
those combat cantrips.
She's gonna move here and the
Ah,
locks. Almost like a blast shield sort of block as she's in this room. You're alone with her,
Oh shit.
and she shouts out, is he dead?
I have no idea.
What do you want? What do you want? You come in here, you shoot up people, you kill my Vesk. Why the hell are you here?
Are you with the 21st crew?
What? No, you idiot!
What about the under...
The downside kings.
What
Are
about
you
the
stupid? You don't
downside
even know
kings?
why you're here, you just murder people? What is wrong with you?
So that's a no on both, right?
That's a no to you being smart, that's what that is.
I
You
tried
know
to
why you're here? You can't say anything.
I know.
You even know why you're here?
Well, I guess our skills speak for themselves. Would you consider hiring us?
I guess there's a few
As I'm, like,
openings.
checking the pulse.
I suppose there's a few openings.
Fantastic! I'm also an ace pilot.
Hell you!
God damn it!
God damn it, Alex!
Oh shit!
All I have to do was outlive you.
I mean, I'm stable. I'll wake up. However long it takes me to wake the fuck up.
Yeah, Sammy, I wake up to hear the ace part one.
Is
No!
Lord Calavo dead?
Is that your desk?
You don't even know. Yes! Yes, it is.
I poked the big question.
Again, no, you're dead. Both of you can't do shit right now.
Oh,
I peeked
don't we
over the
stabilize?
counter.
No, again, stabilize is basically spare the dying.
Oh.
You're unconscious. You're taking a hurt nap.
Oh. So subconsciously I hear him say, I'm an ace.
You don't do shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I peek over the counter and look. How does he look?
I mean, he's real dotted up.
I mean,
You know how when you're playing dominoes you get 2 6s?
oh my god.
2 6s.
Ah, shit. That's the best player in the game.
Yeah, he's dead.
What's it to you who I align myself with?
Where's this going? Who do you ally yourself with?
There you go.
What if I am with the 21st Street crew or the Downside Kings? Why are you here? Why are you really here?
Let me think on that for a second.
You got time.
We're here to avenge that dwarf guy.
Oh yeah! You know, I once had a friend,
Oh shit, here we go.
and I don't remember his name.
Some friend.
Dwarvar.
Again,
Oh.
you're taking a hurt nap right now. Hey, you kept getting Force Ghost help? What is this shit?
I did write Duravar. I once had a friend. I once had a friend. His name was Duravar. And you know what? I'm taking care of his dog now. That's how much of a friend he was. I cared for him so much I take care of his dog. You know why his dog I have to take care of it?
What?
Because he was killed in the crossfire between 2 games.
What sounds like your problem's only with one of those.
Yeah, and if I can eliminate 1 game, then that's no more crossfire, as I see it.
I'll point you in the direction of the 21st Street crew. Drag your sorry ass out of my office and leave your contact information.
Oh my god.
I might have work for someone like you.
Cool, that's what we wanted. I'm just gonna take my friends though, because they can't walk right now.
And
Tugging them out the doorway.
Because I'm like, I have like X's over my eyes going, bleh.
Oh wait, the door's shut.
Like,
a few moments pass as the blast door like sort of screeches open, and you're allowed to leave.
Leave my contact details. Remember, we're good at this. Also, ace pilot.
No!
Sleep my way out. With
Okay.
my friends. Hopefully.
Okay. As you're leaving, there's a second row of blast doors here that also open up. But before you leave those doors, give me a perception check.
oh god, we're gonna get shot.
12.
You can't hear anything that's happening on this side of the door.
They're closed. The blast doors are closed or open now.
When the blasters were closed, you couldn't hear anything else coming out of here. As the blasters open, obviously, like when they start to open, you hear this undulation, people still laughing and talking, crowd amongst themselves. You see one person, you see one of the employees of the Fusion Queen approach you, and then he has a message on his comm, on the face of her, and he stands down. He takes his hand out of his little coat, and he sort of backs away from you very warily.
Do you have any? These guys are. I have my two friends draped around me on my shoulders, hopefully, but it's kind of heavy. So
I'm not that
do you
heavy.
have anything to help me with this? I'm a real frail Sherry.
There's a hospital in Holland and Travo.
Oh, okay, that's not helpful, but that's still. Oh, this is a fight I have to make, I guess, and I'll struggle my way to the hospital.
Also,
If not less money.
Alright, I mean, if you want to drag into however long the unknown
We bought
distance of
bus
Holland and
passes.
Travo is.
We bought bus passes.
Can?
Yeah. Also,
Distraction.
maybe one of us has a healing kit on.
Yeah.
Whom it is to know.
So in Starfinder, can anyone use healing kits, or do you have to be trained in them or something?
Like is
To perform basic first aid, I would say. Well, it's a healing potion, yeah, just fucking go for it.
Just heal me.
Yeah, I'll get to the hospital and I'll start walking and I'll go to the corner of a dark place in this car, maybe, and I'll rifle through your pockets
Oh shit!
until I find what I'm looking for,
Find a serum of healing.
and I serumize you.
That's 1d8, so.
So the only thing you remember is getting a universal beatdown.
Yeah.
And then he's dragging you out like some sort of golden Apollo. So if Avatar were to walk in Shireen form, boom.
So do I roll the d8 for getting.
We'll see, he's administering it.
I'm sorry, but you're probably gonna get a 1.
That's just
Second
a-
one.
Yeah!
As I get up. Oh god, I hurt so much!
Okay.
Calm yourself, Delor. I avenge you.
Did you take their stuff?
No, I had to leave it. I would have lost if I stayed, but I fought them to a truce.
Good. Avatar smiles on you as I use my healing channel again. One more resolve point.
If we play our cards right, we can take down one of the gangs. I left my contact info. I used Duravan's commune as the contact info.
Oh my god.
So they don't have my real one, but
We're all healed for 3, all of us, so.
Ah! I wake up like this.
So a while later, you hear there's a message on your comm.
Gotcha.
Hey numbnuts, this is Fred Natas. You shot at you shot at my club a little while ago.
Are we getting betrayed now?
No.
Is this the end? Oh, is this real time?
Yeah. This is real time. Are you really?
I thought this was a text message. I'm
Is
sorry.
this a Pong situation where you're a fucking moron, but like if somebody points in the right direction, you shoot him enough times? What?
I'm sorry.
God damn you! God damn! I shouldn't have let you leave. God damn
People
you.
don't answer. I'm not used to people talking like that. Yeah, how can I help? This is
I mean, you're a receptionist.
Yeah.
this is Blur's call. How can I help you?
Yeah, cool.
Look
If
at all
you
these
look at the
instructions.
21st Street crew, look around 21st Street. I'm sure that's something you wouldn't be able to put together. Also, there's a small bodega, Mama Fats. Look it up.
Thanks.
Is
there anything else I can help you with?
Keep your sorry ass away from the Fusion Queen unless I hail you.
It's your thing.
So where you staying?
And I hang up.
Another call rings through.
Dang it!
Just don't answer.
Did you hang up on me?
No, I'm sorry. My hand must have slipped.
Give me a bluff check.
Come on, 20.
20. -2 to
Oh
one.
boy. Shazam.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
nice.
So high. 17.
All right, Fumblefingers. I'll ask you again. Where are you staying?
You don't have to answer that.
1 second. She's asking us where we stay. I'm afraid she might murder us in the night.
I can find where you're staying. I'm asking for your honesty now.
I don't remember the name.
Oh, are you really gonna talk?
It's the whatever moon.
The moon sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do it just like.
right now we're staying at the Moon Sleep.
Okay, what's your room number at the Moon Sleep?
60.
Expect a package from me in a couple days.
I'm expecting.
Phone rings up. Oh, dang. I wanted to ask about that host sharing. Ah, God, I love it. Okay. Do you guys want to continue? Well, what time is it? Yeah, we got a few minutes. We got time.
4:30.
Yeah, we got time. Okay, what do you all want to, you have the info. I'm assuming you all took the time to stitch yourselves up in a dark alley. As all the finest of medical procedures go.
No, I'm probably just gonna go back to my health.
Yeah.
My hotel room, use more healing magic on me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same, but like try to sleep it
No,
off
I'm gonna-
somehow.
Do the same thing, so another healing channel, because
Shazam!
so we all heal another 9. This is better than that dumb old regular doctor heal.
Yeah. Again, they have their own reasons. The dog.
Yeah, it's only been a day.
Yeah, it's
not even been a day.
It's up on the couch. It looks at you. It gives you one of those dogs like.
I walk over to it and I pet it.
So it gets on your head. Like, it gets.
Not my head, you're not a cat.
No, it gets your head. It gets its head on your lap,
Oh.
and it sort of
Oh.
licks your hand and does dog stuff.
Man, good day, huh? We all almost died.
Yeah,
Maybe we shouldn't fight games. That's dangerous. Let's get the authorities.
we should. Hopefully our android will be of more help next time instead of just doing, I don't know, android stuff. Maybe looking at pictures of pie or something about pie that robots are all about.
Looking at it,
Each of you have 800 experience now.
So we gained 200 from that fight.
Each of you has an additional 800
Oh, I
experience.
thought
now.
you said put yourself at.
No, each of you. I'll stop asking you what you all do. There's a few. It went in the hotel lobby. You heard of a. There are a few things going on the news. There's a few different hollow recordings up. Think of it as TV, but future TV.
Oh my god.
You do hear a battle continues to go on in the streets that are taking a few different lives between the Downside Kings and the 21st Street crew. Litigation grows more and more in the just between the Hardscrabble Collective and the Astral Extractions, as well as there is an android rights activist group has turned violent out beyond the dysphoria, as they have been kidnapping and in some cases slaying some android slave carriers, as well as a few people who are cargoing just basic robots. Well, not basic, but higher model robots to and from various mining colonies and just even like living stations out in the mid rim of the galaxy. And there's also a story of a delegation of scholars heading into the sun in its deeper levels to investigate. Yeah, that shit's all over. It's a real hot story. Investigating just deeper meaning of the sun god Apollo.
Oh god.
And his favored archangel,
Oh god.
the mighty Susan. Because those are the stories that are on the news.
No, this is why you calculate whether Susan can beat spaceships or not.
Yeah, dude. When I said I had 2 goals, okay? One, to advertise Surf Party. Hey, look, I got 20. And to advertise my other character.
I don't know, I guess I'd check the stock price to see what all my shares in Abadar Corp stock and the Astral Extractions are.
Astral Extractions is down a few points.
Oh gosh, they were 95 when I bought them. What are they at now?
They're at 90.
God damn it, why not buy now?
Abadar Corp stock, however, is up 30%.
Ooh.
So they're at 127 before. So
Yeah, so a huge boon has befallen Abadar Corp. As to what that boon is, there is a story in the news of one of their research vessels out in the expanse made major breakthroughs in Starship drift drive technology that makes it safer. And that story hitting the news obviously makes people want to buy Abadar Corp products now.
ooh, so my shares are at 165.
Oh shit!
How many shares do you have?
I have 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
You're a rich man. Like you can just retire off those frames.
So did y'all take a rest like for the next day of pass, or are you guys? Well, I got shot earlier, but I can go for some Wendy's.
No way.
No, I'm gonna.
I before going to bed, I check my space email, I guess, to see if other because I figure going across the galaxy, I might have other clients that might not want to come in, but like what drugs should I take to not feel? But I have some people that like
you do have a message on your on your device there, on your account. And it's from the officer from back when you all were at the Okamaru. It's a list of contacts of children's of family names that did want to take you up on your services.
Okay.
I will give you the list.
Cool.
Near the end of the session. Well, after the end of the session. But there's about there's an amount that I have here that I didn't just roll for. There's 3.
Yes.
And it goes over, basically, it doesn't tell you too many details, but it does list 3 family names that were there.
Yeah, because you don't want to tell, hey, my kid, he's talking to demons.
He's real into coke now after the shooting.
Yeah.
And we're a Pepsi family.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We don't have any more inspiration, so I guess he'll have to fight Alex for his.
Yeah!
I mean, just him.
Oh,
He said it funny. So that's all you get.
Yeah.
You, however, do receive a package that's early if you did all rest for the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a long box. It's made of just like cardboard. It's taped at the sides. It's about twice the size of your forearm. To either side, it's heavy, like there's something large and metal on the inside.
Oh god.
It's about this long.
Holding out a bomb.
It's this long. It's this tall. It's about this wide.
Well, I gather the group together. I say,
Shit.
We're down together.
I say, this may or may not kill us.
I hide behind some type of cover, like, nope.
I get flavor to
Flavor?
I get flavor. I try and get flavor to sniff it. Does he react in any way?
It's like sort of if you show an animal something that's not food, they smell it a few times. It's like, I don't care about this. I can't eat it and I can't have sex with it, so I guess I'll burn it.
Flavor may or may not approve it, so it may be safe.
I'm so
I don't know what's
hiding.
gonna happen if we open it. Could be a boon or it could be a bane.
I hide in the smallest little like container I can because I'm a rat. Like, nope, I just got shot. Nope.
There's like a cabinet in the kitchenette.
Yeah, I just go, phew, just fly, and I got like little like wide eyes from the dark, like and a little nose poking, like.
It's unnamed.
Well, I know who it's from. Is it, so I tell them
Yeah.
the deal I made while they were unconscious.
You see just white eyes in some dark cabinet, bleed like blink, blink.
I sort of sigh and said, if I'm to die, I will be with Abadar as I open the box.
Okay. Inside you find a long black and red rifle.
Oh.
It has a green at the top of it has a glowing dimly lit green scope, and it's more like the part where the boom comes out of.
Yeah.
It's long and horizontal. Whoever wants to investigate this thing further, give me either a culture or an engineering check.
Would I be able to see it from my little?
No,
hidey
you don't
hole?
see shit.
Okay.
See here.
16K engineering.
You understand? You know this. You know what this thing is. It's an artillery laser.
Oh
It's an
my gosh.
azimuth artillery laser. It's the same one held by the vest that you've slain. There's a note inside of it that says on just regular butt-ass paper, if you decide to read it.
Yes.
It reads, "I treat my allies well."
That's it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
What did you say? Artillery laser?
Yes, it's an azimuth artillery laser.
Azimuth.
It does 1d10 plus 1 fire damage.
Oh, dope.
On a critical hit, it deals an additional 1d6 damage that has a burn effect.
Cool. Sorry, 1d10 fire damage?
1d10 plus 1 fire damage. On a crit, it has a burn effect of 1d6.
If only our soldier was here, he could actually use it.
Oh yeah, who was our soldier? God. Alright.
Dexterity is the attack bonus type?
Yeah.
Well,
I have a super capable weapon in the arms of someone who doesn't know how to use it.
It is
Look out.
It's considered a long rifle.
I don't know if I can use those.
I mean, we can, but we'll just be big old penalties.
Yeah.
Assuming that I don't hear like a boom or a bang.
If only Olaf 1437 was here right now.
You guys don't know where Olaf is.
He's probably
He might be in a closet with a noose around his neck, pants around his ankles, room smelling of a gym locker room, dead.
I think, based on what Vishyat, the elven guy back in the bar, said, I think those might have been downside kings, and because the lady who I fought to a standstill told us to go to 21st Street, because 21st Street is there.
Well, at
21st crew, sorry. 21st crew on the 21st level. So I think she's trying to get us to fight them. She told me they weren't part of either of those gangs, so we either believe Visyak or we don't believe him.
Well,
I mean, this is very strange because, you know, we fought this lady to a standstill. She obviously had the home field advantage, but she let us go, and then she also gave us this really powerful rifle.
So we're probably getting thrust into a gang war, which is kind of what I said I wanted to happen, even though I don't really want that to happen. But we're not going in on our terms mostly.
from the container, I say, and you kind of hear the echo of the container. I say we do a bit of investigating before we, play right into the hands. And you see like a little hand come out and then back into the darkness. And then you see eyes just blink.
I closed the lid on you.
And you just hear like, skinny, like,
I'm not even holding the lid, you can just get out.
I open it and I just get out.
What I said before.
Yeah.
But these are the stats of it if you just want to see. It's right.
Thanks.
But yeah, I recommend we just kind of lay low for a while, do a bit of research before we do anything else. Because we try to get more information and now we're caught in, or it feels like we're caught in the storm. I suggest we just kind of lay low, do our little jobs, still make reports that we're investigating the death of our dwarf friend. Dwarvar, thank you. And we just kind of go from there.
Hey, this is Adam from 20 Side Night. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Have a great day.